Did you know that one of the things that really stops you from being intentional about what you want to do in a day is the messages and the stories that you keep spinning in your head? And most of these stories that we spin in our head are because we've had an engagement with someone that has left us feeling angry, upset, where the engagement has been somewhat toxic. At the moment, it's very popular to talk about toxic colleagues and toxic talk and toxic bosses. It's all good and well to identify these things. The thing we really have to do is let go of those kinds of engagements that fester within us, because that's really what makes them toxic. So it's when you have that engagement with someone and they really upset you, what you need to do is step back, acknowledge, this has really upset me. Think about why it is upsetting you. What are the deep-rooted triggers within yourself that this conversation has been pushing? And then find a way to let that go. If we want to be intentional, if we want to be able to get the most out of our day, we need to be able to let go of the negative things around us, or the things that we perceive as negative. And this really boils down to letting go of the toxic talk around you. It might be as simple as the ongoing conversation about the crumbling state of South Africa. And the more we dwell on these things, the less we are able to focus on the things that really matter. So the idea behind this is that you find a way to let go of the negative, let go of the toxic talk around you or the toxic talk that you have been a part of, and allow yourself to focus again on what you think is important. And while you're working, when you notice that little conversation starting again in your head, where you're thinking about, I should have answered this way, and I should have said that, and I should have stood up more for myself, and all these different stories that we tell ourselves, and how terrible this other person was, and how unfair things are. Rather, to breathe deeply, acknowledge that you have been upset, let it go, and allow yourself to focus on that which is important. So intentionality, being intentional about what we are doing, also means that we need to rock up to the workspace, to the task that we have in front of us, with a mindset that clears away the clutter and the toxic talk and enables us to focus on that which is really important and that which we think makes the world a better place, helps our student, helps our families, and is good for our colleagues, and creates a space in which we can all be intentional, focusing on the positive things and giving far less airtime to the negative things. I hope that this is useful.